Marquee FC going into this amazing partnership. What does success look like for you?
I think with Merky FC, I think I'm just really proud to have launched it. Like, it's been years in the making. It's taken a lot of planning and preparation from ourselves, from Adidas, who have been amazing. So massive shout out to Adidas, because an idea of this stature takes it. Like, people need to come together. Do you know what I mean? It's all great us having these ideas, but that's why I always say massive shout out to Adidas, because as soon as like we came together with the idea, there was all steam ahead. So I think my idea of success for it is just more brands coming on, more different corners of the industry, different partners of the industry, just coming on and adding to the starting 11 that we've got, and just seeing people thrive in those roles, man. I always say, like, with anything that we do, I always just hope that, like I said before, like in 10 years, 20 years, I see someone and they're like, yo, you know, like, I'm currently the something at Manchester United, or I'm currently doing this at Sky Sports, or I'm currently doing this at Lad Bible, and that was because of Merky FC and the initiative that we started now. So yeah, man, just seeing more young black people in these roles, more young black people in positions of power away from being on the pitch, yeah, man, and just seeing that thrive and grow and inviting more people to come along and offer those opportunities.
What do you think, like, some of those disparities, because you see loads of black people on the field, you know, but you don't necessarily see that off the field, and some of the statistics are pretty shocking in that sense.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So I think, yeah, as you said, the statistics are shocking, and I think it's down to visibility a lot as well, in terms of even growing up, we didn't see any black managers, we didn't see any black people like yourselves on our screens in the media. So I think when Ian Wright comes along, Thierry Henry comes along, like, the man them know, we can kick ball. We've always known we can kick ball, like, but in terms of the other positions in the industry, we don't see our representation. Representation is important. When you can't see it, it's not always easy to believe it. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. And like some of those statistics, I'll read some of them to you. The biggest challenge faced by young black people trying to break into the wider football industry is their ethnic background or their lack of knowledge. Like 33% of people believe that. And then women, again, like, so many of them don't believe they can be in those roles. 6.7% of senior roles in football are taken by people who are black and mixed heritage, when they make up over 43% of the people on the field.
Yeah, exactly. That statistic's embarrassing, you know what I mean? Like, as in, I don't think it's nothing short of embarrassing. I think if you can see that much representation on the pitch with all the players, then it should at least be backed up in terms of positions of power, positions of influence, positions outside of being an actual footballer. So yeah, hopefully with what we're doing, we kind of drive a change there, yeah.
You're a United fan at heart, which is a good choice, because I'm a United fan.
Come on, there we go.
Best team. But what were, I guess, your role models, and what made you become a United fan? Because you were raised in Croydon. So
I know. I'm a, what do they call us, Cockney Reds. I'm a Cockney Reds. My favourite player growing up was Rio.
Yeah,
I love Rio.
Good choice.
Yeah, because I'm dead at football, but I always thought, if I was good at football, I would like to think I would be like
and
Rio.
You've got the height too.
I've got the height,
exactly.
I've got the strength, you know what I mean, the physicality, like. But what made me grow up, it's like, so even my nephew supports City. You know what I mean? So
conflict in the household,
yeah. But it's like growing up, like, I probably just saw United winning all the time. And I said, yeah, I want a piece of that. Like.
What difference, I guess, do you hope to make with this partnership that you made? You've partnered with quite a few brands and organisations, Sky Sports News being one of them, and Adidas. Yeah. So what do you hope to bring from this?
I hope to just, like, with anything like that we do at Merky and with the Merky Foundation, I just hope to inspire, like, change, which sometimes sounds like such a worldwide and such a, like, massive ambition to have, and sometimes it sounds unrealistic, but, like, I always imagine that hopefully, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 years from now, there's some kid who has no idea who I am. Like, I'm way too old, you don't care about no Stormzy, that. But some initiative that we started, like, now, allows them to, like, have some ambition and a dream and a future. So yeah, man, just keep the ball rolling, domino effect, you know what I mean? Hopefully that inspires my kids, you know what I mean? And we put some infrastructure and some real change there that actually allows them to, you know what I mean, be stronger and more empowered.
Yeah, and it hopefully starts to show up in those statistics as time goes on.
Exactly, yeah.
For you, who do you consider, I guess, trailblazers in football and in the footballing industry?
Oof, good question. Ian Wright. adore that man. I have so much love and such respect for him, and even his journey from a footballer and him now, everything he does, how bold and unashamedly, like he stands in his views and his beliefs. So Ian was always one for me. Raheem Sterling, like I've always said, like the stick that he always used to get from the media was always just, you know what I mean. We could smell that a mile off, and I think he always had to be brave in the face of everything and stand for what he believed in as well. Marcus as well, Marcus Rashford. Like I think because also understanding football, like me being a musician, I think it's easier for me to like say, yo, that's not right, or do you know what I mean? Like as in, I feel like I might have a lot more freedom to do that because of my career and like the kind of structure in my career. Whereas with footballers, they have employers, they have the FA, they have a lot of things where it's like they might feel a bit restricted in terms of like being the truest versions of themselves. So when I speak of Ian, your Raheem's, your Marcus's, it's like, yeah, man, that they're standing for something. So yeah, big up all of them.
No, absolutely. What they're doing is like really incredible. On the topic of Marcus Rashford, because obviously he's at United, and I wanted to ask you, as a United fan, you've had the privilege of going obviously to Old Trafford. Yeah. I know you were a bit starstruck last time you went.
I was mad starstruck. I can't lie. That was like, till this day, people ask me like, yo, man, like, and I'm like.
Does that surprise like other people, or like that they think, well, man, like Stormzy gets starstruck? How's that possible?
I get starstruck all the time. I get starstruck if I see, if I see anyone, like I've literally got a folder on my phone called Fanboy Mac, and it's got about 70 pictures of like me seeing when I saw Aguero in Dubai, and Aguero's he crushed my heart that day when he done that, like, and I saw him, I was like, yo, I hate you, but I love you. Let me get a picture, like. So yeah, whenever I see anyone who like I've grown up watching on telly or who have inspired me or who I respect or I admire, I'm like, yo, let me get a selfie. So that day on Sky Sports was like, I was sweating, I was flustered, like, but yeah, it was sick.
It looked incredible. So does that, I guess, being able to have those moments make you just feel like a bit normal, because obviously you're a massive star in what you do?
Yeah, I guess it's normal until that happens, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, so I was with all my nephews and we had the courtesy of going to the side of the pitch with Adidas. They took us down there where you can take some pictures.
Yeah.
There's a few people there, and then someone from Sky Sports. Like, I thought they were coming over to tell us to keep the noise down because we was talking a lot. I thought they was coming over to tell us to keep the noise down. They came over with a mic and was like, "Oh, yo, Storms, you want to go on there?" I was like, "What now?" They were like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh," and my nephews were like, "Go." And I was like, "Ah." And then went on, mad sweating. They're like, "Yo, Storms, what do you think?" And I'm thinking, like, I'm just looking around like, this is insane. Like, but yeah, it was normal until that point, and then I realised, okay, you know what I mean? Like, there's still
the fanboy in you came out.
Exactly.
It's understandable. It happens. United, good team. So on the topic of United, if you could choose a track for the team to walk out in Old Trafford, you've got like the best seat in the house. It's any song you want. What would it be?
Oh, that's a good question. It will be Clash with Dave featuring myself, because that's like a, you know what I mean?
Song,
yeah, man, that's like a get in your zone.
Yeah,
like, that's like, yeah, we're coming to mash something up. Yeah.
So if you could pick, I guess, your all-star dream team, five-a-side, because obviously I know a lot of your footballing friends love, your music friends love football as well.
Yeah.
So you got your music team and your football team.
Okay.
So all-star United team, all-star musician team, five-a-side. Go on.
Ooh, okay, my all-star football, is this just past and present, just in general?
Storms, you make the rules, so it's up to you.
Oh, that's tough. I'm gonna get cooked for this, man. What you're putting? Okay,
yeah,
my goalkeeper.
Musicians might cook you for a bit.
Goalkeeper is Schmeichel.
Nice, good choice.
It's five-a-side, yeah. So what am I doing? One defender, two midfielders, a striker.
Formations, I like it.
My defender, I'm going Rio.
Okay, good choice.
I think Rio, that's my goal.
Yeah,
I love
absolutely.
Rio. My two midfielders, it's just got to be Messi. Anytime you say Messi and Ronaldo, it always feels like, but you can't. There's no point being silly. Messi, Ronaldo, and then R9 up top.
Good
if
choice.
That's all time,
I'll take that. And musician equipped. So you've got your music musician friends, your rappers, everyone else in your circle up against this team.
Excluding me.
No, you could be in it
Oh,
too.
what musicians who are good at football?
They can be. I mean,
I'm going to try and think of them, the man.
They don't have to be good at football, but they probably should if they're being against.
Okay, Dave. I know Dave's good at football. I'll put myself in goal. I'm a good goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And I'm a goalkeeper by choice, not because I was rubbish and everyone said I had to go and goal.
They moved you further
I'm
back
a
the pitch.
goalkeeper by choice.
Okay,
That's
cool.
who I wanted to be.
Good to know.
So I'm in goal. Put Dave somewhere. Avellino's actually really good.
Yeah.
Wretch is good as well, apparently. I say apparently because I've never seen Wretch. I've seen Av play. I ain't seen Wretch play. Wretch is meant to be cold.
Okay.
And then who's my last person? Who's good at football?
AJ Tracy?
I don't think AJ is cold like that, you know. AJ is my brother.
Fan.
I love AJ, but I don't know if AJ is cold like that.
You might regret that saying.
Is AJ sick at football? I know Dave's good.
Kano?
I've never seen Kane play either. Chunks. Big
is a
Chunks.
baller.
My brother.
Baller.
I don't know if he's that good, but he scores goals. He scores goals.
That's
He
what
scores
you need, up
he scores
front.
goals that I know he can't believe that he scored them goals. But I'll put Chunks. Me, Chunks, Dave, Avellino, and Rich. That's
a strong team.
That sounds meaty, man.
Nah, that's a strong team. I don't
Av's dead. Av is dead, but he's just got a nice touch. He's got a bit of flair to him, but they got me in goal, so they were.
They have got
They'll
you
be
in
alright,
goal.
yeah.
Thank you, Stormzy. We've learned obviously so much about you and all your ambitions